Here we go. All right. Welcome everybody to the October NEWRA meeting. Thanks very much for joining us on Zoom this evening. We have a brief meeting tonight. We only really have one or two items. But I'm going to start off by letting the membership know that we have renewed our insurance for the new year. I think it is effective November 1st. We are working very hard to try to update our website so that we can post letters and agendas and videos and things like that, because we are going to lose North End Waterfront at the end of the year. So we want to have a place for our videos and our meetings to live. We've got Paul is helping us in the neighborhood, which is fantastic. We can't thank him enough. I don't know if you're on the call, you might be. If everybody, I don't know if I just want to do a reminder about the census. I know that people do that constantly, but it is really important for everybody to fill out their census so that the state and the city gets its federal money, grant money. It's really important. I think you have till the end of the month to do that. And of course, we would love you to renew your membership in NEWRA for 2021. If you renew now, it's good till the end of 2021. We would really appreciate it.
Okay.
So, I don't know, I think I've pretty much covered everything in terms of the welcome. I'm going to turn it over to Ryan Gazda, who's going to talk about Forcella's restaurant. I don't know if Shannon McGowan is on. They want to expand. I can't tell by some of the names on the chat. But Ryan, your mic is open. I don't have anybody closed off, so feel free to take it away. And if you want me to share my screen, I will.
Absolutely. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Ryan Gazda from McDermott, Quilty & Miller, and I represent Flagship Restaurant Group, LLC, which operates the restaurant Forcella, as Cheryl had just said, that's at 33 North Square. Shannon McGowan and I believe Nino Trotta are on the line. Shannon's the owner and manager of record of the restaurant. So she's also in the chat with Nino as well.
Yeah, I see them now. They just welcomed us on the chat. I didn't know who was who, but welcome.
So they'll be applying to the licensing board for an alteration of premise to expand the existing restaurant space by about 275 square feet into the adjacent space next door at 37 North Square. This will allow them to add up to 12 new seats inside. The original footprint of the original space, if you will, was about 400 square feet and had 28 seats originally. That number has been pulled back with social distancing and COVID-19 guidelines, of course. So now they're down to about 12 seats inside. The expansion, especially now as we're coming into winter, is sort of crucial for them to have the ability to see additional guests, not only in their space now, but just inside generally. So they would have up to 24 seats inside total. I do have a copy of the floor plan. I don't know if I have the ability to share my screen now.
I will try to share. Hold on. I got too many things open here. I will share it. Okay. Did it work?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, not yet. You should be able to grab it, Ryan. It's
Oh, okay, it's starting.
Is that working?
No, not yet. Oh yeah, it started. There you go.
Here is.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So this is the original restaurant space here. This is the expanded space. If you can see my cursor, this will be the new space at 37 North Square with some new seating. There'll be a door put through the party wall here to kind of connect it so it expands the entirety of the two storefronts, if you will. The new space here, it's been sitting vacant for 20 years. So they're looking to provide, some common usage for a space that's sitting underutilized now. And they're hoping they can use it well and have the ability to seat more guests. Other than that, there's no other operational changes proposed, no changes of hours of operation. Will remain a full service restaurant. And other than that, not much to discuss, but we would love to have your support. We're looking to go to the licensing board on October 19th. And we met with Nunick today, and we're here with you all tonight on Thursday, of course. So with that, we're happy to answer any questions you may have.
Yeah, if folks have questions, feel free. Does anyone have any questions?
Okay, yeah, this is Christine. What's your schedule?
Of when they're looking to open in the new space?
Well, the whole kind of project schedule, like you're going to get some approvals and then you have some construction, and what's the sort of overall time frame?
Yeah, Nino and Shannon can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they've already obtained the sign off from the building department blow through that wall, if you will, to connect it. So that's already been obtained, if you will. And, and Shannon can correct me if I'm mistaken, but I believe the initial work has started in there. We'll be going to the licensing board on October 19th. That is generally about a 20-day process to obtain approval after that by the state. And I see Nino in the chat said they're about hopefully 2 months away from having everything ready to go.
Did you have a question?
Yeah, absolutely. I see
Go
someone
ahead.
raised.
Hi, it's Eileen. They're putting in a bar. I gather they don't have a bar now.
In their space now, they do not know. It's very small inside. I don't know if you've ever been in there.
No.
There's no bar.
And what's the I don't know what is the rule on social distancing at bars these days? This week, whatever.
So now, as of I think it was last Monday, you can start having seated bar service so long as you have 6 feet between the person sitting at the bar and the server or the bartender behind the bar, if you will. Or you have plexiglass, in front of the whole entirety of the thing with a little slot to put the food through. That's my understanding, at least.
Okay.
Though it changes every day, that's what it is right now, I believe.
That's what I said today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I got somebody who can't get in, so I'm trying to send the link. Shoot. Anybody else with questions? No? Okay, is there a motion?
I move the approval.
Can I have a second?
Sure, I'll second it.
All right. You can email newra.board@gmail.com and we'll tally up the vote.
What's the name of the restaurant? What's the name of the restaurant again?
Fortella.
Coachella, obviously.
I'll put the email address in chat if I can find it. newra.board.
Their address.
I have it.
No, our
Here
address.
it comes. I put it in the chat so everybody has it.
Okay.
NEWRAboard@gmail.com. Is that what you said?
Yeah, newra.board@gmail.com. It's right in the chat.
Okay.
I'll email you, Ryan.
Okay.
I'll try to email you tonight. I'll give it a little time so people can get their emails in, so that should be fine.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. The other item on the agenda tonight is our elections. I think you saw it all in the email that we thought we would wait till the spring, about 6 months, till we could have a meeting because many of our members aren't able to do this over Zoom. So we'll just keep our officers in place until April and take another look and see where we're at.
Okay.
Mary, if you want to add to that, Jen, anybody?
Sounds good.
Well, thank you, Paul. And Paul is on the call. He's helping us update the website so that we can put all of these documents and videos and everything. And thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you.
He said he'll have something for us soon, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get those documents uploaded to Gmail and have it work right. Haven't been able to make it work quite right yet. So that will be great.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Cheryl?
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to ask if the people who are only showing on the screen as phone numbers, if you are members and want to be marked present for the meeting, you just need to tell me who you are. If you're not members, it's not an issue.
I think I'm still a member, Betsy McCombs.
Yeah, Betsy, not you, you're showing, but there are a couple of people who are only showing as phone numbers.
Oh,
They're coming on their cell phones, that's why I'm there.
Right. So I have no way of knowing who it is.
okay.
Should we say the number? Everyone can see it anyways. So there's 978-407-9479.
I don't know if you can, but yes, this is Kathy Rushlow. That's that phone number.
Oh, okay, sure.
I couldn't log in with the video. The link wasn't working, so I could only do the one tap and get the phone number. So
Okay, I've got you, Kathy. Thank you.
thank you.
And
And then the other person we're seeing is 857-204-5050.
It's Maurice Mboli.
oh, Marie Simboli. Okay, thanks, Marie.
You're welcome.
Okay, all set.
Okay.
Thank you, Cheryl, for your service and for being willing to continue on an extended bit of service since we have these unprecedented, crazy times going on right now.
Thank you, and thank you for staying.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for the
Cheryl.
whole slate to stay. It's a great team, and we do some good work for the neighborhood. It's
You
great.
sure do. You sure do.
Thank you.
Cheryl, I have a question.
Sure.
Am I unmuted?
You are unmuted.
I am unmuted. Actually, the question is for Ryan. If I heard correctly, I think he said that the hearing was October 19th.
I think Brian's gone.
Oh, Ryan's gone. October 19th is
Yeah.
a Monday. And Monday is not the day that the licensing board has hearings. I guess I can email him.
Yeah, just send him, shoot him a note. Or when I email him the vote, I can ask him too.
Yeah, because I have a note that at the NEWRA meeting, he said that the hearing date was the 28th, I think. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. They're gone. They left.
Which
It's
is a
October
Wednesday.
19th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that's a Monday. It's a week.
I'll follow it up.
Yeah. No worries.
Okay.
Anybody have anything else? Because we're pretty much done.
Yeah, I actually do have, is John Romano still with us?
Ah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, John, I just have a couple of questions for you.
Absolutely. Sorry, I've just been keeping my camera off. My internet's not been as great, so I'm trying to.
Can't hear you, John.
Can you hear me now?
Not really.
No.
Yeah, sorry, my internet's not doing too well tonight. That's why I've been trying to keep the video off so I can make sure I stay on the call.
Okay, my questions are this. I believe it was our last meeting, we had a presentation on the Daily Catch and their extension. Our membership voted, pretty overwhelmingly against that due to the concerns that the neighbors had about the ventilation system. And I know that the mayor's position at the zoning board was to support it, and I'm just wondering if you might tell us the basis for the mayor's supporting this. And then the other thing is that it was my understanding that it was mentioned that NEWRA supported the proposal, but it was not mentioned that NEWRA did not, and I was just wondering why NEWRA's position would not have been mentioned at the hearing.
Sure. If I do cut out at any point in this, please contact me so I can make sure I can answer your question from there as well. But I do want to start. Let me start with the support part. We had letters of support as well as letters of opposition sent to our office, and we did have you all in opposition as well as we had NEWRA be able to support. So through balancing it and then being able to review the project within our office, we decided to go on the support side of this project. Now, going to your part of the failure to mention the opposition of NEWRA from there, both letters were sent to the Zoning Board of Appeals. So I will reach out to the Zoning Board of Appeals to make sure that it was on record that both the position of support from NUNIC as well as the position from opposition from NEWRA is on the record for them.
Yeah, frankly, I'm less concerned about our letter being on record. I'm quite sure it is, because Victor is always very careful about getting those in. I think my concern is that when the mayor's office is indicating that they are supporting something, but not mentioning that one of the neighborhood groups did not support it, it just gives the impression that
We don't count.
perhaps they're giving more weight to the position of the other neighborhood group. So that was my concern that I was raising.
Well, thank you for expressing your concern with that. For us, when we had done through, we had just mentioned that we were supporting the project and not mentioning either group's position in that to be able to go through with what our office's position would be.
Okay, and could you mind just telling me how many letters of support you did get for that and whether or not they were from residents?
Sure. I don't have those numbers with me tonight, but if you send me an email, I can connect with you and share that with you.
Thank you.
Hey, John, this is Sean Sanger. I've got another question while you're here. This is great. Probably a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, when the Boston Water and Sewer put in the new water line through the brick patio or terrace between Salem and Hanover Street, there are two very large planters that I believe the beautification committee put in, and those needed to be relocated in order to the sewer work or the water main work, which I completely understand. The unfortunate part is those planters were never put back, and they're just sitting very haphazardly kind of along the edge of the road, which the reason those were put out there was to be a bit of a gateway coming into the neighborhood, and now they're just kind of sitting out there randomly, and I'm just wondering if there's any way to get those put back. They're really heavy, so it's not like I'm going to go out there and push them around. They were definitely moved around with the forklift while they were doing the work, but it would be really nice to put that back the way that it was, and I'm just curious if you can help out with that.
Yeah, Sean, can you do me a favor? You cut out right at the beginning on my internet side of things. Can you just give me exactly where that was so I could take a look for us, okay?
If you come into the neighborhood on Salem and Cross Street, there's the brick plaza that's kind of basically running along in front of what used to be Maria's. There's a real estate people there, but it's basically, there's two of them that are large. They're probably 6 by 6 square that are right at the intersection there.
All right, I'll take a look and I'll get back to you.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Right, something in the chat, hold on. We have a comment from Jen. John, there was overwhelming opposition and the only support aside from Newnick was the landlord who lives in Linfield. Any other support letters weren't publicly acknowledged during the zoning meeting. That's regarding the daily catch. That was directed to you, John.
We don't need to discuss it. I just wanted to,
all right,
writing that that's what we heard on the ZBA meeting.
Okay.
As far as support, it was literally the landlord who lives in Linfield. It's clearly water under the bridge now, but going forward, we'll definitely have a clear eye on these things and speak up when stuff is misrepresented at the meetings like that.
Got it. Thank you. Well, if there's nothing else, we are going to adjourn for the evening.
Thank you, Cheryl.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good
Cheryl.
weekend. Stay well.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Stay healthy.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.